You can't do that.
You can't do that?
Correct.
You telling me I can't do this? If you come into my window, I would have an issue with that. Do you understand I'm on public property?
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. Some of you may be familiar with Kansas City accountability.
To show ID, sir,
Can I ask what you've been doing?
you need reasonable, articulable
ask you what you do
suspicion
for a living,
that a crime is being committed. Now, you cannot
Okay.
turn... He putting his gloves, he ready to go hands-on.
He's cold-blooded. Hey, listen. Hands cold. What do you do for a living?
In April of 2025, he was filming outside of a satellite branch of Central Bank in Des Moines, Iowa. After his experience, KCA reached out to me to help share his adventure. As shortly after his arrival, officers Chase Williams and Ralph Neary arrive on scene.
What's up, man?
What you mean? You got gloves on.
Been putting my gloves on the whole day.
The whole day?
Yep.
Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick.
You're not sick? Huh?
You got your mess on.
I knew I would run into someone
There you go.
that was sick, and COVID is coming back around.
No, I did not.
You don't believe that?
Nope, I don't believe that.
Okay.
How you been doing today?
I'm okay, man. A beautiful day.
beautiful out.
I think spring is finally here.
Sun is out.
I think spring is
For weeks we've been waiting for it.
because and when if you live in the Midwest, you know the weather is bipolar. You can get
Yep.
all four
Yep.
in the same week. I don't see you with a I can barely see. You mind stepping over here so I can see you?
Stand over here.
I mean, because I can't see your name tag.
Oh, near right here.
That's what I'm trying to do. The sun is beaming, so I couldn't catch it. Where's your name tag, sir?
Neary.
They don't make you wear a name tag?
It probably fell off my car.
Okay, so I said they don't make you wear a name tag. I can make them get you one.
5338.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate you. That's all I was trying to get from you, man. The sun, when I'm looking at you this way, the sun is not giving you a good angle.
You know what's going on today? Why we got called out here?
I was just out here recording,
Oh, record.
and so I mean I came up the
That's why I'm kind of curious. Like, you have your camera out, maybe you know what's going on.
yeah, I mean, and it's funny because they call more guys with cameras. Your camera on?
Yep.
Okay.
Been on the whole time since we got here.
Okay. Yeah, I was just recording right here. They always running around, so I was like, I kept recording them since they running around like chickens. I went around front. The guy told me that he took a picture of me. Nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
So he told me he's going to send it to his security. I told him nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hey, buddy. Were you filming inside the bank?
Say that one more time.
Were you trying to film inside the bank?
I was filming inside I wasn't in the bank,
Yeah.
but I was on the outside in public, filming in the bank from outside. Yeah, I was doing that.
So, like, what you're doing is you're filming inside private areas of their property.
Uh-huh.
You can't do that.
You can't do that?
Correct. Right? So, like, if I go up to your window at your house
Uh-huh.
and I zoom in with the camera, doesn't that seem like there'd be some sort of
Well,
situation there?
if you come into my window, that means you on my property,
Right.
and I would have an issue with that.
Right.
Officer Williams pretends to understand the statutory language his job relies upon, but makes a terrible mistake in his interpretation. His assertion that filming through the window of a person's home is half-baked. Voyeurism laws criminalize the act of secretly observing or photographing someone in a private place without their knowledge or consent, and in some jurisdictions, the distribution of such materials is also a crime. On the other hand, the courts have consistently upheld the idea that what can be seen from a lawful vantage point in public may be recorded or photographed, including through uncovered windows. If the law resembled what Williams has proposed, he should have the authority to charge any car driving past equipped with a dashcam. The Google Cruiser that took this picture of a bank teller, as well as myself for publishing the material, but only after Officer Neary arrests Williams for recording inside the establishment with his body-worn camera.
So, like I said, if you're coming up to the window
Uh-huh.
and you're actually physically trying to videotape inside somebody's house
Uh-huh.
or property in this case.
So come here real quick. You telling me I can't do this?
Yep, I'm trying to tell you right now. Yeah, so there's going to be what they call like a peeping Tom trespass that I'm trying to tell you not to do.
A
right
peeping Tom trespass.
Yes, yes.
How long have you been an officer?
now. 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay. How long are you guys considered a greenie?
That's not a thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna advise you trespass from this place, okay? And also advise that you not film inside of private property again. Okay?
Do you understand I'm on public property?
You're also
Yeah, public.
Yeah, you're okay to be here
Uh-huh.
when you start videotaping inside of
Uh-huh.
where it is a private place that you're not supposed to be. That comes a little different, right?
What is it? Please educate me.
That would be like a peeping Tom trespass.
A peeping Tom trespass.
Yes.
I didn't know you can turn a constitutional protected activity into a crime.
Right.
You have your
so
ID with your partner?
Can we get like a captain out here, please?
I'll just take your down.
A supervisor, please?
Nope. I'm gonna take your information.
You said no, and that's your policy to get a
it's not.
supervisor?
Okay,
It's not.
like we're asking you for your ID. We need your ID right now. We have to identify you.
For what crime?
Well, I'm gonna advise you to trespass from this property,
My
and
partner just
also
literally told you 2 seconds ago.
we're advising you of.
But I've never been on their property.
Okay. Can I please get your identification, sir?
Can we please get a supervisor out here? I just don't need anybody to do anything,
Is there
or
anything I could say to get you to give me your information?
if you get a supervisor here,
I'm
please,
not gonna have my
because
supervisor come on.
I don't need you guys to make any mistakes or do anything wrong.
We're not
I'm
making
actually out here.
We're asking you for a simple stuff.
The most dangerous type of mistake is the one that doesn't feel like a mistake at all. These officers aren't hesitating due to a lack of confidence. On the contrary, they've done this repeatedly in the 3 years since they graduated high school, without being challenged, and that makes it feel routine. They're not worried about violating your rights, because most people, including the officers, don't know theirs well enough to object, and even fewer are willing to stand up for themselves. And when someone does, to them, it feels like defiance. But they knew what they were about to find before they arrived on scene, which is why Officer Neary exposed their intentions upon their arrival.
We're asking you for a simple stuff, man. Just
You
your
can-
ID, your name.
Did I commit a crime?
It's, like I said, it's that trespass where you can't videotape inside of a private area, okay?
What do you know about the plain view doctrine? Anything you see from public, you can record? I'm on a public
but when you're
sidewalk.
coming up, people are saying you're coming up to the window, right?
I'm right
And
here on
you're-
the public sidewalk, officer. You
Can I
are
please get your
officer.
identification, sir?
Can we get a supervisor out here,
So I'm gonna
please?
detain you real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get that recorded.
Okay, get a supervisor. I charge $2,000 a minute for illegal detainment.
Like I said, we have reasonable suspicion anyway.
Let's get a supervisor out here, please. Thank you. Okay. I charge $2,000 a minute for an illegal detainment as well.
Can I take this from you real quick?
No, that's mine. You can't turn that off. sir.
No, we're
I can
not
hold
gonna
it.
turn it off. We're not gonna turn it off.
But why can't I just hold it? Why did you take that from
We
me?
can keep that recorded.
So, real quick.
Don't take me onto their property now. Now you're taking me on their property. I wasn't on their property.
We're with you, okay?
Let's get your supervisor here.
So, real quick, buddy, I just need your information.
You're making a huge mistake. Get your supervisor, and I charge $2,000 a
do you have an
minute
ID on
for an
you?
illegal detainment.
Do you have an ID
I'm
on
gonna
you?
invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent until we get your supervisor, your chief here. I do not agree to no searches or seizures.
No, I'm just asking for, I'm looking for your ID. Okay?
No, you can't search me, sir.
Okay.
Refusing, give me your ID.
I'm not that smart. Okay, we're gonna see when your captain get your chief get down here. That I asked several times and you refused.
All I need is your identification,
Just your
sir,
ID,
and I would
that's
cut
all.
you loose.
Let's get your supervisor down here.
No ID on you at all?
Those are officers that knew how to do their job. You're searching me.
Well, I'm asking, looking for an ID, right?
You can't do that.
No, I'm looking for an ID, okay? You're refusing me to give your ID, man.
Interfere with official
but you
acts
can't do that.
by not giving me your identification.
I don't have to do
Right.
that, sir. Let's get your supervisor. I asked for that before you made a
No
mistake.
ID.
I said I don't want you to make no mistake.
walk over here.
Can we get your
Real quick.
supervisor here? Okay, y'all.
KCA was arrested for interfering and released on bond. The department won't release the body cam footage as the case is currently ongoing. However, the very next day, KCA went out and did the exact same thing at nearly a dozen other locations. The same department was called and dispatched to the scene, but he was never arrested for any of those incidents.
He's doing this just to get engaged with people, so he can get you on video.
Sure.
So
And this is the third.
this is the third fight,
financial today.
and we tell the same people the same thing.
You don't
This
give
is,
him attention, he's going to walk off. We're not giving him attention. You're not giving him attention. He moves on.
So we have members complaining because he's videoing them as they get in their
yep,
cars.
that's not illegal. It's not illegal. Unfortunately, that's why he's doing it. I know it's frustrating. Trust me.
Okay.
Usually they come down to the station and they come into our lobby and start videotaping, and I'm trying to cause confrontations. So, and then somebody will talk to him and they'll chop it up and make it look like we're doing something wrong. So I get it. I get the frustration. I get the annoyance. Like, it's bothering people, but he can do it. So.
He was asking to go inside and stuff. But,
Yeah, well,
I mean, like,
he got arrested yesterday for something similar. He was on property, but
so if he does go inside or past the sidewalk, can we call you guys?
Yeah.
Like if he has the camera.
absolutely.
You know what he's trying to do by chance? Do you know?
They say he's a First Amendment.
Exactly, yeah. So, it's a pain. It's a
That's
pain.
why it makes you uncomfortable. He wants us to engage with him, so we violate his rights.
Okay.
It's a pain. It's a nuisance. We were just up at Bankers Trust on 7th with the same guy. It's easy for us to say, I would try and ignore him. If we don't go out and give him attention now, he's walked. We were probably at Bankers Trust up on 7th, probably 25, 30 minutes ago. So you don't give him any attention, we don't, he'll move on to the next place. Like he says, he's trying to bait you guys to call us to come here, us to engage with him, violate his rights, and then he gets video clicks online, a lawsuit.
They usually go down to the police station and try this.
Really?
They just sit there and record the police station. They try to come to the lobby and they
He's
just
not
do it.
trying to me.
Yeah, because he knows.
You got arrested for that yesterday. For trespassing. Well, for interfering.
Kansas City accountability is due in court next month if the prosecutor decides to proceed with the case. But either way, there's bound to be a lot more stemming from this interaction. So be sure to stop by his channel, linked in the pinned comment and description, and let him know I sent you. If you liked this video, be sure to check out another one, linked on screen.